In this video, we are going to discuss ambiguity. Now, ambiguity is also a literary term, and like all other literary terms, this is not only used in literature, but we also use ambiguity, we also resort to ambiguity in real life scenarios. So, ambiguity refers to a phrase or a statement or a resolution that is not explicitly defined. Explicitly means clearly. So, the meaning of which is not very clear. So, if you look at this visual, this is a real life scene, right? Where this man, there's a taxi here, and the other name for a taxi is a cab, as you know. And this man is running towards the taxi and he says, "Hey, call me a cab. Call me a cab." Now, this girl says, "Okay, you're a cab." So, this man is actually trying to say, "Call me a taxi, get me a taxi." Call me a taxi, as in get me, fetch me a taxi, fetch me a cab. But if you another meaning would be, my name is cab, my name is taxi, so call me a cab. So she says, "Okay, you're a cab." So this is the kind of misinterpretation that his statement is open to. And the girl, now of course this is a humorous kind of an example, but I'm sure you get the meaning of ambiguity, that ambiguity is a situation where either the statement or what the person is doing, the actions, and uh, the events can be open to multiple interpretations. There are multiple readings of a single action possible. So, in other words, ambiguity will be any idea or statement whose intended meaning cannot be definitively resolved. So, you cannot pin a fixed meaning to that statement or that particular event. It eludes you. The event, the statement, the idea eludes you, avoids you, that is. Hmm? So that is the meaning of ambiguity, but it is not the same as vagueness. Vagueness is that you don't really know what you're saying, or you don't really understand anything. In ambiguity, you can make out clear meanings, but it is more than one meaning. You cannot pin it on one particular singular or central meaning. There could be multiple meanings. So, it is different from vagueness in the sense that ambiguity is specific and distinct. So, the interpretations are very specific and distinct. And uh, they may not be immediately obvious, and they may be more than one or two, but nonetheless, they are specific and distinct, and they are credible interpretations. It's not as if you're saying something out of the blue. Now, let me give you this example. This is a very famous illustration of the caterpillar for Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. I'm sure you have heard about this book. It's a classic. Um, and though it comes in children's literature, this book is a political satire, and it's a book with a universal appeal. It can be applicable to people from across different cultures, different geographies, right? So now there's a character in this book who is called the caterpillar, and this is Sir John Tyndall's illustration of the caterpillar. Now, if you look at this sketch, at one point it will seem like a caterpillar. Do you see these? This is the caterpillar, and that's the tip, and these are its maybe legs or whatever they are, right? On the other hand, this also looks like someone is sitting with their back to us, right? This could be the head, which is wearing a hood. This could be a sharp pointy nose, and this could be a pointed chin, and maybe the person is, if you look at this, the person is smoking the hookah. So this is what is meant by ambiguity, where it is not vague. You can't say, "Oh, I can't make out anything," right? You can make out, you can definitely make out a human shape, but at the same time it may also be a caterpillar, right? So more than one interpretation, more than one specific, distinct, and credible interpretation is possible. That is what is ambiguity.